All right, Knights of Apollo, what's up, guys? Hope you're doing well, and welcome back to Napoleon Dota War. So today we're just playing vanilla. We're not playing NTW3, which is nice. It's nice to come back to vanilla every once in a while, just because I think it's fun. You know, it might not be as historical or slow pace as NTW3, but I think it's still very fun to watch these armies clash in their vanilla form. So yeah, thank you guys so much for clicking on the video and hanging out with me today. We've got a very competitive match. It's a 1v1. I know, small scale battle. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got Russia taking on the Great Britain. So there you go. Great Britain here on the hill. And we're on my favorite map. Absolute favorite map. And it looks like the British here, Great Britain, they've got their light dragoons. They're going to go for the artillery, but good for Russia. It's forced artillery, so they're going to be able to get out of there quick. But the pyramids, one of my favorite maps, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think the first Napoleon video I uploaded was on the pyramids. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyways, the dragoons here of Russia are countercharging. And it looks like a rear guard. It looked like the very back lines of the horses stop to try to slow them down. This cav is trying to get out of there, but they're slowly getting picked apart. But the artillery, the British artillery, swoops in and kind of scares off the Russian cav. And this unit is going to survive, but they lost 11 men there, which is that's a lot for a cav unit. So that's going to be pretty tough to recover. So he's going to probably have to use that artillery, or I'm sorry, that cav unit very defensively, because they are not going to have the strength to go out and do some strikes. You know, unless they see some, like, lights out of position, like an easy target, that will be possible. Now, pyramids, this tends to happen here. It's a fight for this town, because you have such high ground, and it's easier to defend. It doesn't always mean you're always gonna win if you gain control of this town, but a lot of players often race for this town and will have grueling fights to claim control of this beautiful town. So you know, I use the term beautiful very liberally, I guess, as you could say. No, it's cool. It's cool. You got some wagons. You got some barrels of apples, it looks like. You got zucchini, or maybe, I don't know, cucumber. Looks like tomatoes there. Some sort of melon right there. Oh, anyways, let's get back to the battle. So Russia has set up artillery in a really good spot. It's not directly being defended, but there really isn't any cav in sight that could swoop in quickly without the Russians getting there in time. So I think this artillery is fine, but the British are sending up some rifles. Now keep in mind, the rifles are really good at taking out artillery because they can stay far enough back where the artillery can't use canister shot. Now they can use normal rounds, which is a problem. And the rifles are going off right now. But, oh yeah, the Russian Jaegers are going to fire back and try to protect this artillery. Love how Russia is fighting hard for the artillery, but they got to hurry up. It's absolutely amazing how fast. You know, when you're so used to Napoleon, like NTW3, units just don't die quickly, and it's crazy that he's lost pretty much half of his artillery crew, and now British artillery is smacking down on the Russians as well. Here we go. Now we got some line infantry, musketeers. Now the reason the musketeers are bringing up line infantry is because, well, the British brought up some line infantry, so they're trying to keep the advantage, right? They're trying to constantly keep the advantage. The British rifles are starting to dwindle here. They're dwindle. They're starting to lose troops. And this guy's sliding. Look at this. Oh, okay, now he's But yeah, they're down to their last unit, and they got to keep trying to take them out. These rifles are stubborn, and they really want to kill this artillery. And sure enough, I guess they killed enough here. I don't know why they dropped the guns, and now they're doing a full sprint. Because it's not that they didn't run out of ammo. And here comes some intense fighting. I didn't even see this initially, but some intense fighting here. Melee battles, and now we've got some cheap troops with some volunteers. So really, oh no, musketeers, not volunteers. Words are hard. But yeah, they're fighting an intense live battle that is definitely in favor of the Russians. Now they're gonna lose this unit. This is like the Landwehr. They're not super great. So it's not surprising that they broke, but these musketeers should finish the job. And the Russians still firing here. The British need to send up, like, what is going on? They're sending like all their infantry to the right. I feel like right now the British are making the mistake of piecemealing. Here comes a nice light dragoon charge into the Uhlans. They should take them out, honestly. I mean, I don't know why I threw in an honestly there. They should take them out, honestly. It's like, well, yeah, I hope you're being honest. Like, what are you just... Yeah, they're not going to win. I'm lying to you. Like, what? Hopefully every statement I say is honest. Anyways, they might die here, honestly. No, seriously, they might... Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they got a little greedy chasing them. That was kind of a mistake. Smart play by Russia to fall back to his square formation. The British here are putting up a great fight. You got to give them that. They're winning decisively. I don't know how that's possible. A 2v1. They're just foot. They're kind of on par with the musketeers. I don't know. They might be a little bit better. But they do break the Russians there. That's crazy. And now the Russians are sending forward. Look at this. You got, oh yeah, he is taking some casualties to the British artillery. This looks like about, I don't know, 30 men right here, maybe more, maybe 40. But he needs to get up there quick and spread out his troops. He's just asking for them to focus his fire because they're so clumped up. Notice how the British, their formation is much better. And the great thing about the pyramids, why I like this map so much, is that the terrain is so awkward that you can set up some really interesting positions that will protect your men from artillery or give them a vantage point against enemy line infantry. Here's a bunch more rifles. Look at this. He's got 3 more rifles. I guess 2 more. This one is the original one that ran up to try to kill the artillery. But they've got to, yeah, they've got, I mean, the British could still win this. The balance of power is slightly in favor of the Russians. It's not gone swell for the British. And they're currently getting smacked. This foot unit is probably going to break really quickly. But he needs to deal with this flank. He's got nothing dealing with the flank. And now he's shooting his own men in the back. These rifles are, yeah, this guy died from friendly fire. How tragic. But the Russians are most likely going to absolutely blast these British here. I mean, I just don't see them. I don't see the British. This formation is a mess. They're outnumbered. I just don't see them coming out on top. The artillery might try to change some things. The Russians are starting to break a little bit. We'll see. This is like, oh, that's a good hit right there. Woo, wow, wee, wow. So, yeah, the howitzer, the 5-inch howitzer, doing some work right there. Now, for the British to win this, maybe they can abruptly... Oh, here comes a cav charge. A great cav charge. Getting these Jaegers, these Russian Jaegers, by surprise. They should break them. And they got this line infantry, which already is hanging on by a thread because they got hit by artillery. They should be... Yes! Keep going. Oh, but the Russians are going to countercharge with Uhlans. Oh, and then we got another... We got some hussars coming in from Russia. So that's definitely gonna... Oh, no, the British cav is still going. They're not breaking. They have iron will. They will not give up. They will not surrender, and they want to make this a close fight.
Our men are running.
Look at that. Now the balance of power says it's greatly in favor of the British because the British somehow are coming out on top. This one cav unit for the British has brought hope to the British army, but the Russians are about to give him a taste of his own medicine, going after the rifles. The British were like, no, we've got green uniforms like you, Russia, please. Not gonna trick them this day. But yeah, the British, both sides was really breaking here. Okay, this cav needs to get this artillery, but there are stakes in the way. And we got some line infantry ready to defend the artillery. Yeah! See, what I like about vanilla is that sometimes faster moving battles can be more exciting, and you'll see more of an opportunity of, like, you'll see more mistakes and stuff. Also, what is the British doing? He needs to get this cav over here. He needs to get his infantry over here. What are you doing? Consolidate your forces, Great Britain.
The men are fatigued, sir. I must rest them.
All right, foot. Forming up. They got to protect their artillery. You got cav over here, bro. You got King's German Legion. Get them over here. Ooh, nice job. He does zone off the hussars. He keeps them at bay. And now we've got infantry going in for an aggressive push. This is another foot. It looks like he just brought all foot. He didn't bring any Coldstream Guard or anything like that, just foot. And he's going to use this little defilade here. Protect his men. Notice a lot of shots are going in the dirt. His shots are also going to go in the dirt. But it is keeping the Russians busy. Oh, man. That artillery nearly hitting these guys. We got some British coming over here. What are you doing with the King German Legion? Move them! It's driving me mad. Even the general, get him over there. The Russians, they've got artillery still. They've got their general back here. They've got some musketeers that are coming back to the fight. So both armies are pretty much all committed in this battle. There's no more reserves, except for the British. They've got that King German Legion Light Dragoons. But he needs to get over there. He needs to. He must. All right, Lifeguard foot. This is a strong unit. It's good to see some elite units for Russia. And remember, the strengths of Russia, especially in vanilla, is melee. So it would not be a bad idea to just charge forward the foot into the fight. Now, is this artillery even firing? Okay, they are. I was like, are they even utilizing this artillery? Okay, yeah. They are. They certainly are. But the British need help. They need that King German Legion. King German Legion. There they go. And please tell me you're not going to run them into stakes. If he runs them into stakes, I'm going to scream. I'm going to freak out. I'm going to have an episode. Okay, good. He's walking through them, which is safe, right? You can walk through them. No, don't say, oh. Oh, boy. Okay. These stakes won't hurt him because they're going the opposite way. All right, smart play. He's aware. All right, so is it impossible for the British to win? No. The artillery, he still has both artillery. He still has line infantry. And most importantly, he's got fresh dragoons that should break this cav. And then he should go and kill these Jaegers. Kill the Jaegers. Stop pursuing the cav.
Our men are running.
There you go. Get the Jaegers. Move quick. Oh, man. So much gunfire. They broke another cav unit in the back there. I'm rooting for the British just because at this point they're the underdogs. There we go. Nice charge on the Jaegers. Let's go finish up these guys too. You're making this a closer battle. It's getting exciting. Okay, well, that's not good. He's at this point, I think he's just throwing the dragoons away. They're like, whatever, they're German. They're not even British. Who cares?
Our men are running.
All right, so line infantry, they're focusing their fire on one unit, and the artillery's going for the other units. Oh, man. Even at this point, guys, it's still possible that the British could win this. I don't know why they're so far pushed up. They should probably fall back and form a line with their howitzer. The howitzer is now changed. Ooh. Now changed to canister shot. And the Russians, they've got to push. And honestly, like, move these units. Like, get them around. If Russia wants to win this, it's not too complicated. Just spread out your men and avoid direct fire with the cannons and hit the cannons from the flank. You know, like, but they still have infantry they have to deal with. They've got this general over here that could be of use. Oh, man, please, British, pull out a victory. I'd love to see it. Nothing against the Russian player. I just love seeing comebacks. I love seeing epic comebacks. All right, here we go. Some line infantry forming up. They're going to take out these Jaegers pretty quick. They should. These Jaegers are already hanging on by a thread. We got another unit. Please form up with the artillery. Don't. Okay, good. There we go. And now he's changing back to his normal shots, the howitzer shots. Good for him. The artillery hitting him from the flank here. Good hits from the artillery. These Russians charging the great desert of Egypt under the view of the pyramids in the distance. All right, canister shot. Now it's time for canister shot. Take out this unit. It's a cheap unit. Oh, man, these guys are on the verge of cracking. Where's that general? Get the general over here. Get their spirits high. Use. Oh, you got a unit that's returned. Yes. Get the general over here. He can use some rallies. Guys, he can win this. You just got the... Oh, no, there's Cav.
Sir!
It's the enemy general.
Our general is under attack.
Oh, it's the enemy general. You can kill him with your general. No! No. What are you doing? Sir John Moore. Oh. That's tragic. Oh, man. Why didn't you send in the general to fight his general? You could have killed him there. And then he uses the nerve of this guy to use a rally after killing the artillery. Nice. Got some foot. At least these men are fighting hard. They may break, but they're coming back. All right, so... I mean, is it still possible that the British can win? Yes. Is it likely? No. He's going to need a lot of lucky hits with this 9-pounder foot artillery. I wish he sent his general down there. He could have kept their spirits high, could have kept the artillery alive, and could have killed his general. But he didn't go for it. He was a little slow. I don't know why. It's not like his army's moving that much, but he was a little slow with the King's German Legion and his own general. And don't put him in here. Oh, man. All right, so the Russians now changing targets. And they're going for the last stand. These guys are doing their best to try to keep these Russians occupied. Trying. But it's only a matter of time until this foot cracks and breaks. Artillery. Okay, so this is where you really need to spread out your men. Oh my gosh, some friendly artillery almost hitting them there. What? Oh, they're going for these units. Oh, they're falling back. He does have some units still alive. Let's go! The howitzer crew. All right. The epic finale of the battle. Can the British pull this off? I say yes. They can. But will they? I don't know. Dang it. Yeah, if he hit this unit, because this is a cheap unit. But still, at this point of the battle, considering how many troops they have in this unit, if they landed some good artillery hits there, that would have been devastating. Oh, now he's using canister shot. A bit early for that, but I get it. We better hope he can reload in time. He should be able to reload in time. Oh, the friendly fire! The friendly fire. That's always helpful. Yeah, in fact, keep the angle. Keep these units in between his artillery and the British units. Oh, there we go. They're kind of hitting them. Again, he should have waited. Now I don't know if he's going to really have an impactful... Oh my gosh, these guys are low. Oh, one's breaking. One's breaking. He's got some line infantry going over to fire. Oh, they might be able to get another shot off. No, why are you shooting at the unit that's breaking? Stop shooting at the unit that's breaking. Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm like invested, you know, like my inner Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with that? He's breaking. Yeah, okay. Anyways. This lifeguard foot's gonna be a big problem. And they're wasting shots on peasant troops. They gotta kill the lifeguard foot. I don't think they're gonna be able to do that. They gotta get the general involved. Where is the general? Oh, he went for the enemy general and his artillery. Hello. He should be able to win. This is losing. How are you losing? How are you losing?
Sir, your general has been killed.
Oh, the Russian general's down, but I don't think it matters at this point. That was a small little, like, hey, middle finger to the Russians, like, hey, screw your general. There we go. He might win here. They killed they killed, what's his name? John Moore. Yeah, so that's going to wrap it up, guys. That was a close fight. I kind of knew the British weren't going to win there, mostly because the Russian player is the player who sent this in.
Glorious victory, sir.
But it was really, I think that what kills me is the British player had many opportunities to win this one. He actually killed more enemies, so the Russians bringing a much bigger army. So the British going with a smaller, more skilled army. This was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. And again, thank you to Chaz49er. Chaz49er7. Thank you so much for the battle replay. This was fun. I enjoyed the epic artillery stands. And even though it was a small battle, it packed a big punch. So, yeah, a little bit of a shorter one today. I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. Guys, I'll see you next time on the battlefield.